Okay, so I hope this is going to come out on the GoPro video enough for you. But you can see this is an Apple case, and you can see all the way around the iPhone 12 there is that slight line that you can see from the metal that holds in the screen. So this is Apple's leather case for a iPhone 12 Pro. Now, the design has obviously gone back to, I think it's the iPhone 5 or 6 where they had this. So you can see the metal edges are now framing the glass. If we take SP, so SP's back now is actually, I would say, more raised than Quadlock's. If I can get them in line. So you can see here, SP now is the larger of the two cases from a hand feel perspective. Of course, on Quadlock you've got this hole that your thumb goes into, but you can buy blanking plates to blank that off, or a ring even to hold it. With SP, this is sticking up and this bit's shiny. Holding it down here on the table. Quadlock is flat, doesn't move. SP, you can hear and see the rocking in all directions. So my issue with SP versus, so I'll keep them on the right side, SP's over here, Quadlock's over here. Now SP has very thin grips here on the side as opposed to Quadlock's. You can see them both together there, how one is a lot thicker than the other. And if we bring Apple into the mix, now Apple is the thinnest of all of them, but Apple, you know, they obviously had a long time to perfect this, and Apple's not strapping it to, you know, 100+ mile an hour motorcycle. So let's put it in SP. So when you put it in the phone, now look here, you can see that it's just not sitting right in there. It's as if it's stretching. You can see the bits of metal on the sides, but they're not equidistant. They're, you know, they're all over the show. And if I show the side profile here, if this dropped on its face, I don't think, you can just see a little lip there. I don't think this SP Connect case is really going to hold up if I have a frontwards drop to the floor. I think the glass is going to get the impact, and I'm going to be very gutted about my purchase. The buttons on the sides, the power button, they're hard to press. They feel quite cheap. The connection on the back works as always, and I'll show a video putting this on the bike if I haven't already. So that side of things is fine. But this front part, the way it fits in, it looks as if, you know, it's just held in by just the smallest amount. You know, it feels like it's going to come flying out of the thing. You know, if I don't put it in properly, say I just roughly put it in, like, you know, it feels cheap. It feels cheap. It looks cheap. Not happy with this at all. In comparison to Quadlock's case here, you can see it's properly encompassing the whole front. You can't see any silver now on Quadlock's. If I give you a side profile, you can see the lip is just a little bit higher. I feel confident that if I drop this, that it's not going to be smacking the glass. I don't feel like the case is coming off at all. In actual fact, the case in the hand feels really quite nice, quite slim. Not as slim as Apple's own, but then, you know, you're not going to get to that level. But this is a damn close representation right here. Really, really impressed with it. If I hadn't have felt what Apple's case felt like, I'd go with this. And in actual fact, I had Apple's silicone case, and I prefer Quadlock's over the Apple silicone case. This can be an everyday case for your iPhone 12. They've come on leaps and bounds since I first held the first it was an iPhone 8 Quadlock case, and that was a lot more raised here. And that's why I went with SP, because on the SP case, the back profile, the hump, didn't feel as bad as Quadlock's. And now Quadlock have almost eliminated that hump. And to put it back flat, yeah, there is a bit of rocking because of the hump there with the phone in, but nowhere near as much as the SP. And then taking it out, again, you got to peel it off the sides. It's a proper case, this, in comparison to SP's, where I think it's gripping it. You know, you got the lightest of grips, and the rock on here is just ridiculous. I think SP have really dropped the ball on this this iPhone 12 case. Really disappointed, so much so that I have an SP mounted to my bike. I did have an SP mounted to my bike, because now I've got the Quadlock.